Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the playthrough of Gran Turismo 5. In between episodes I did a repaste of my CPU and it seems to have helped. I think it's 10 degrees, maybe a bit more cooler, because the game was actually running with my CPU at 93 degrees. That's just crazy. Now it's in the low 70s, 80s. Anywho, I also enabled one other setting that there was like a missing shadow texture at the ending of the previous episode, the last race. I just redid that race and there was nothing missing, so maybe that setting helped. I will try and tweak that further if needed. And on the game crash at the end of the previous episode, that's a known bug. Sometimes when you buy a car, the emulator can stop working. There is a fix, but then it introduces audio crackling. But I did find another setting that says, which I have enabled, which said it can introduce audio crackling. So maybe if I apply the fix for the car buying crash and disable that other setting that can introduce audio crackling, then maybe that fix will not have audio crackling itself. I don't know, we'll test it out a bit further as we go. But for now, I only enabled writing color buffers setting, I think, which at least for that one test that I just did, fixed that one missing shadow texture. For the rest we are just going to continue. The game at the end of the previous episode crashed when we bought the Mazda RX-7 for the next race, the last race of the beginner series, the front engine rear wheel drive challenge. I just rebought that car. There it is, and the game didn't crash, so it is really random that crash. But this is a premium car, looks very nice. I think we already read the description in the previous episodes. Let's immediately mark it as favorites. So that indicates that I read the description and I have used it in game, because we're going to use it right now. That way I can really consistently or structurally read all the car description and use all the cars. So I can mark them as favorite if I already use them. Any car that is not marked as such, we still have to read and still have to use. Alright, 3 races, 3 laps per race, Trial Mountain, Tsukuba, and we start with Grand Valley Speedway. Fierce competition between FR cars, front wheel drive, front engine, rear wheel drive. The stalwarts of the pure sports car scene. A single race event aimed at beginner drivers of FR cars. Rear wheel drive vehicles with the engine mounted at the front. Here we go. Performance point wise we should be good. We are 450, 460 or so, and I think a lot of the other cars are also in that bracket. We are racing against the BMW 135, BMW Z4, Mercedes SL500, Toyota Supra, Chrysler Crossfire, the Mazda RX-7 is us, Jaguar XK Coupe, V8S. I think that may be a Lotus Esprit or an Aston Martin, but I think the Lotus. Coupe Concept 2006, I have no idea what car that is. And then we have a 330 BMW. Wait, maybe we can see it now. The cars coming by, no. Not really. Yes, we have a TVR actually. I think this is... What is that cabriolet car? I have no idea. That's maybe a TVR V8S. But then what is that Coupe Concept? We will see along the way. Here we go. Crossfire, Jaguar, TVR. No idea what that car is over here. Ah, that's a Supra. And the Mercedes. Z4, BMW 1 Series. Oh, shit. Wow, that's a pretty dark dashboard actually. And that setting that I enabled, I do think it slows the game down a bit. Maybe I will disable it again, because that missing texture, that really rarely happens. I basically saw it once. And we already did basically the whole beginner league, 5 episodes. So seeing one missing texture. In hours of gameplay, that's fine with me. Oh. Have to brake earlier. Again, it's so weird. Only some curves have force feedback, which is really annoying, I find. Yeah, this one has. Man, tricky corner to brake, or tricky braking zone, because you are still a little bit in a corner. Oh, totally forgot about this corner. I thought we would be going to the right. I thought we were over here. In the pocket. Right, let's watch one lap of replay. Also, to quickly check for any missing textures. And also whether this setting made any difference whatsoever. And also to check the cars. Ah, this was an Infinity. That one is an Infinity. This is a TVR. That was that coupe concept. It's an Infinity. Alright, I will test in the... by the way, that car spun out. I think it was the TVR. What I was saying, I will test in between episodes on the performance impact, because it does seem it has quite a performance impact, or at least it feels a little bit more stuttery. Right, did that TVR spin out here? I don't know which lap it was. Ah, yes. Not a full spin out, but a slide. Alright, there we go. Still, even though it's super small, one of my favorite circuits. Wow, cool Supra over there. Again, so inconsistent. Which curbs have feedback and which do not? Pretty quick Nissan Silvia. The rear lights, they are a little bit too merged into the body, or at least with the lighting. Now it's fine, but previous lighting. just before we went onto that straight, it almost felt like you almost couldn't distinguish the rear lights on that car. Oh, sorry, I was looking at my CPU temperature, 80 degrees. And I will be also, I will let some cars pass and see how much difference that makes. Right, 85, 84 degrees, 83. Around 84 degrees, still quite hot, but for a water-cooled system. But I did overclock it quite significantly. I really find this a cool car, although the Wanko engine I don't really like the sound that much. Although the wastegate is pretty epic. We read in the car description that this car actually has 2 turbos. In the pockets. Let's quickly watch one lap of replay to see if everything looks nice. The car looks amazing, detailed. Even those brake, the calipers, they look super detailed. Here, this is Gran Turismo for me. Supra, RX-7. pretty epic. Alright, I was planning on only watching one lap, but that was just also a little bit, my mind drifted away, but I was enjoying the full replay. We are going to do Trial Mountain, 3 laps, here we go. Pretty cool old school American car over there. Cadillac or something. Holy shit. Easy to unsettle the car there. I really find this Trial Mountain much better looking than the one in GT7. I don't know why. The tunnels, they look more weathered. Don't ask me why, but all the graphics, they just feel... Yes, GT7 is more high resolution and has more modern effects, but honestly, the whole color tone, the art design, I find this game looks more realistic. And it's hell fun to drive. Find it a perfectly, really, I'm just driving the curbs to see if they have force feedback, but yeah, a perfectly even fun driving physics, believable. This is a game of 2 console generations ago, PS3. This is not PS4. I really don't think these games improved that much in the last 15 years compared to this one. These are all super easy races, so I'm really not driving that accurate. I'm sure the really hard challenges are still waiting. Also, the elevation differences seem more pronounced in this track compared to the one in Gran Turismo 7. Just all around a better version of the track, I find. Also, this chicane is much funner compared to the one in GT7. The car gets unsettled through all these bumps, those kinks and dips and little hills. Like over here, you really feel the car becoming light. It's really quite believable. sits, then the rear wants to step out in this car. Also believable, but it is controllable. Also over here, the car in this corner, just before you hit the brakes, it gets lights because you are going over the top of that little hill. Yeah, so much more fun track than the ones in GT7, which are all much wider to facilitate, I think, online play. But they lost a little bit of soul. I don't know what it is. It's really hard to put your finger on it, what it exactly is. But in my view, there is just something missing. It started with Gran Turismo 6. Something is missing in those games. They're dumbed down, they lost character. They want to appeal to everyone, thereby appealing to no one. Alright, we completed the whole beginner series, that's nice. So we can continue in the amateur series, but we will do some special events in between. Clubman Cup is the next one. We are at level 12, so we can easily do this. We can even already go to the professional series, I think. But I will be doing the races just as they come, so it's not like, oh, I have now this car, let's randomly do one event that is much further away in the career. I will take them one at a time, from bottom till the top. I think, yeah, that one is still locked. You completed the FR challenge. We win an FT86 Concept 09. I think I may have already have that car, so then I can sell it. Then I have two. Gift car coupon, level 5 class acquired. Ah, they also have gift cars here. Just like the roulette in GT7. Although, by the way, if I already have this car, I have one FT86 Concept, but I'm not sure whether it's exactly the same. But I will not be using it because that is screws up the economy. Because these gift cars, or that this is a gift car or a reward car. But the other one was just DLC. I just got it randomly, so that was FT86-2 Concept. Where is that other one then that we just received? Ah, there. Alright, this is 2009. And this one is 2011. Yeah, so it's not even the same car, but I wouldn't have sold it anyways. Because I'm really only gonna sell these cars. These are all DLC cars. Once money really is not an issue anymore. Because otherwise I get an unfair advantage. I enabled the DLC in this game. But yeah, that means I have a lot of crazy expensive cars. Like this one. This one is crazy expensive. If you would sell it, it cannot even be sold. That's okay. But yeah, otherwise you would have had like a really false head start, so to say, with regards to career progression and the cars you are able to buy with like a lot more money that you didn't really earn by winning races. Anywho. Yeah, this is a little bit like roulette. You don't know what you're getting. Karaya Blue. Alright, I will be changing one thing still, again, for the 10th time. Still not sure what the best setting is. I will again max this one here, and I will lower it on the wheel. Yeah, now what? We were doing special events, or planning to do them. Karting. We already did the, what's it called, beginner, intermediate. We still have to do the advanced. But that's locked. And we can do the beginner and intermediate of NASCAR. Learn the NASCAR racing from 4-time NASCAR champion Jeff Gordon. Driving directly behind another car reduces the amount of air resistance acting on your car. In American motorsports, this technique is known as drafting. Use drafting to overtake all the cars in front of you before you reach the finish line. Let's do that.
Ready?
Perfect. That was pretty simple. Drafting with multiple cars. Overtake a series of opponents before you reach the finish line by using drafting. What you need to learn about here is the concept of the leading draft. In NASCAR, drafting is even more effective when performed together by multiple cars. This is because no turbulence is created behind the car in front when traveling with another car close behind it, and this makes the airflow over both cars much smoother. This benefits both the car in front and the car behind, so that the cars involved are known as drafting partners. Making good use of the benefits that can be gained from driving in single file in this way is often the key to victory. Alright, but it's a bit weird how it's explained. It says drafting is more effective when performed together by multiple cars. Now it's always with multiple cars, at least two. But I assume they mean more than two. But then they start to explain it further on. And then they are only talking about two cars. The car in front and the car behind. It doesn't say anything about cars in the middle or anything. What actually makes drafting with more than two cars, because drafting is always with a minimum of two cars, more beneficial than with two cars? If that is the case, I don't know. I have no idea what this actually is meant to convey. Drafting is even more effective when performed together by multiple cars. Yeah, two or more than two. I assume more than two, because otherwise this sentence is totally redundant. This is because no turbulence is created behind the car in front when traveling with another car, in singular, one other car, close behind it. And this makes the airflow of both cars much smoother. This benefits both the car in front and the car behind. Again, only 2 cars are mentioned, so that the cars involved are known as drafting partners. Make good use, blah blah blah. It's super confusing. What is the benefit of this whole section? Drafting is more effective when performed together by multiple cars. When you can only draft with at least 2 cars, with multiple cars. You cannot draft by yourself. So that is totally a redundant statement. And unless you mean with more than 2 cars, it becomes even more beneficial. But then the whole further explanation, goes back to only 2 cars. So it's really confusing, sorry. Probably I'm overthinking it, like I do a lot of stuff.
Get ready.
Holy shit, these cars are really direct.
That's a good time.
Alright, pretty cool. There are actually real-life racing car names there. I do find it a very fun addition to the game, NASCAR. Just like karting. It's a really...
Ready.
Yeah, just a fun addition.
Did you mess up somewhere? Ready? Hey, are you alright?
God damn it, annoying.
Ready.
Alright, I just need to stay behind that blue car, I guess.
Are you ready?
Yes. Hit me.
Hey, are you alright?
Alright, this is really tricky because it's...
Ready.
The car is way too sensitive. I hit the wall.
Are you ready?
There we go. God damn it.
Excellent.
maybe I have to change some settings because it felt super minor steering input and the car reacted a little bit too much. Let's see how this looks from the outside.
Ready?
I do find the sounds, at least inside the car, a little bit underwhelming. It did sound a bit like a V8, but quite messy. Alright, learn the secrets behind NASCAR racing from 4-time NASCAR Series champion Jeff Gordon. When overtaking another car on the inside of a corner, you need to keep the inside line while losing as little speed as possible. Use the Daytona track to practice this kind of inside driving. Drive on the yellow line on the inside of the track and reach the finish line without knocking over any of the cones in the center of the track. Oh shit, cones. That is always super tricky. I remember a cone slalom in GT4 in a I think a BMW Z3 or something. It was crazy difficult.
Ready. That was awesome driving.
Alright, even when I was forgetting to shift up, I shifted up way too late. Alright, where's this? Indianapolis, inside driving. The next challenge is another test of your inside driving skills, this time on the Indianapolis track. The corners here are banked less steeply than at Daytona, meaning that you cannot go around them at full speed. Control your speed carefully and take the inside line to the finish.
Get ready. That's a good time.
Ah, it's only one corner. I filled the whole track.
Ready. Stay smooth. Ready? Be careful. Ready. Good job. Are you ready? Ready? That was awesome driving.
In the pocket. In this challenge, alright, this was inside driving in Indianapolis, inside driving Daytona, outside driving Daytona and Indianapolis. In this challenge you will be practicing maintaining an outside line which will be necessary in order to overtake on the outside. Reach the finish line as quickly as you can without touching the barrier on the outside or the cones in the middle of the track. Man, we have 219,000 credits. That's a lot.
Are you ready?
Yes, here we go.
That's a good time.
Let's do that again.
Ready? Nice job.
Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here.
Are you ready? Excellent.
Alright, I was shifting up too early apparently. If you first get a silver and then a gold, you get much more experience. You get twice the experience, I think, than doing a gold first try, without any silver. So if you first do bronze and then silver and then gold, you probably get 3 times the experience you would otherwise have. Alright, outside driving, Indianapolis, Centennial era, 2009-2011.
Ready.
But that's not a disqualification.
That's a good time.
Hitting the wall. I'm not super sure whether it works that way, but now we got quite some experience from this silver, and now we will get a gold, and we will again get experience for that gold. Or maybe if you
Ready?
do gold first try, you get more experience. Like you get both the same amount as would you
Ready.
do silver and gold separate combined. Alright, the wall really slows you
Ready?
down. Damn it. Would be nice not to hit the wall.
Ready? Well done.
Alright, this is only beginner and intermediates, but this really was not that hard. Here, now we check it out. How much experience? So these events are a super easy way to build your driver level and to unlock events which are otherwise barred by, if you're too low, your level is too low, you cannot access them, enter them. But yeah, doing this is a really easy way to up your level. Damn it, I pressed the wrong button, sorry. That was stupid. Level 13, Grand Tour can now be played. Expert Series can now be played. Gran Turismo Rally Intermediate can be played. Alright, karting is 17, we're 15, it's 21. We could do the Top Gear test track events. Probably it's better to just do a career A-spec tier first. Or maybe some license tests to mix it up.
Welcome to the Top Gear test track, the base of the hugely popular British motoring TV show Top Gear. You probably know all about the Top Gear track already, but let's go over some of the details anyway. It's located at Dunsfold Airfield in Surrey, UK, just 1 hour from London. And it's a short figure-of-8 track with a length of 2.82 kilometres. Because it's a very wide circuit based on an old airfield, first-time drivers will initially find it difficult to figure out which way the track goes, let alone find the racing line. Don't worry though, once you're racing, you'll soon figure it out by following the other drivers. One word of warning, however. As we said, it's a figure-of-8 track, which of course means that it crosses over itself halfway through the lap. This means that there's a danger of collision with other cars as you pass through the crossover. On a normal circuit, you only need to be aware of cars in front and behind you. But on the Top Gear track, you need to look right and left too. Don't forget that when you're out there.
Wow, that's pretty
The track
crazy.
layout was designed with the assistance from engineers at Lotus, the legendary British sports car maker, with a view to including all types of high and low-speed corners to seriously test both car and driver. It's been used as the base for Top Gear since 2002, and F1 stars such as Michael Schumacher, Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton and Mark Webber have all driven here while filming for the show. This is where the Top Gear's tame racing driver, the Stig, pushes the world's greatest cars to the limit. Good luck and enjoy the race.
Pretty epic intro fits there. I know that there is a Lotus Elise race here, which is absolutely mental. I think that's the advanced one. Unique and exciting challenges on the world-renowned Top Gear test track. Alright, the Gran Turismo SambaBus Challenge beginner. Participate in a special race on a special airfield-based track, Top Gear test track. The track itself is set on a runway and is therefore very wide, but also has twisting technical sections marked by tires, and even crosses over itself halfway through. Who will emerge as the winner of this thrilling race on this unique and challenging track? I cannot imagine that they ever did real races there when the track crosses over itself. That is way too dangerous, I would say. That is mental. You're going 200 and you just have to hope that there is nobody else hitting the intersection at the same time that you do with 200 miles an hour or kilometers an hour. Alright, I do like these quirky races. Here we go. Man, this is really for me a throwback. It's so much nostalgia. I remember driving this like 15 years, almost 15 years ago. And I was in awe that the Top Gear test track was there. It was so cool. And now I'm driving it again. I'm pretty amazing. I do think that even this beginner race found it pretty hard, if I remember it correctly. We'll see. It's really hard to hear when you have to shift. The sound is actually pretty good. This is, I think, what an air-cooled Volkswagen engine sounds like. Alright, I will just continue, just to get to learn the track. This is the hammerheads. Remember in Top Gear, they often talked about this corner. So much fun. How many laps do we have to go? I have no idea. Here we go. Hitting the cones could be a disqualification. I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. Alright, I don't have... You need to draft, I think, as well. Yeah, hitting the cones. That is what I also remember with that Elise race. Very easy to get disqualified. Yeah, but I don't need to brake there. I think lifting off is good enough. Fucking hell, this is annoying. Come on! Alright, a bit of drafting. Man, this is a fun race, like a fun setup. Ah, fuck my life, man. Oh my god. It's really fun setup, but god damn it, is it easy to screw it up. Oh my god, that's not my fault. He is bumping into me. Fucking hell. And the problem is, getting to that corner again takes forever. Really bad. Oh, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. feeling that normally you really, if I bump into slower cars in front, in harder challenges, normally I really start over because I know that you will then not be able to get, you lose too much speed to get back to get to the first place cars in time. But in this event, it's hardly possible to get by them without bumping into them, so to say. They also bump into you. And I don't mind bumping in, but I really hope it's like 2 laps, that I still be able to catch them with being held up by the cars in front that you overtake. Because otherwise it's really, if you really need to overtake them without losing momentum, so not bumping into them and really carving your way through, undoubtedly that is possible, but it's gonna take like 50 retries to get that perfect run. That will be very annoying because the start section, that is such a long straight before you get to the first corner. So each time you have to retry, you have to do that first excruciatingly slow start section. But yeah, all right, here we go. If it's only 1 lap, I will never catch the cars in front anymore. Ah, nice! Alright, that makes it a lot easier. We have another lap. Super fun little challenge this way. I thought it was super hard because I had that in my memory from that Elise race. But this one is actually super simple if you have 2 laps. I thought we only had 1 lap to catch to overtake the first place car. Ah, fuck my life. I was thinking don't make mistakes here and I fucking hit the cone. Alright, but now I can be, I will try to do a clean race without bumping into them because I know I can slow down a bit. I don't need to overtake each car perfectly. Speed-wise. Let's try to do it without bumping into them. Alright, that was a minor bump. That was a scratch. That was not really a bump. You see, they're also bumping into me. Screw them. Super easy to accidentally hit the cone over there. But this is actually a really good way also to get to know the track because you're going so slow. It's like learning the track in slow motion. Also the color of that that SambaBus to the right. Spot on. Holy shit, I was very close to the cone. Anyways, it was a slight bump, but it was also more or less a brake test from him. It was not that I bumped into him on purpose. He just suddenly braked way too hard. I really find the engine sounds in this one very well done. Exactly how a Volkswagen Beetle or any of those old air-cooled Volkswagen and Porsche engine sounds. Also epic with Boeing over there. Oh shit! Now, I wanted to say, do we have to do another lap? But here we go, in the pocket. That was pretty fun. We hardly got any experience for that one compared to the NASCAR races. It's a bit weird. Let's watch one lap of replay. Just to also see the track from the other perspectives. Holy shit, that's a lot of slowdown. Alright, pretty cool. I am going to save this replay just to test maybe the frame rate if I change the setting, because I do think there was quite some slowdown there. Very fun little event I found. Very nice way to reintroduce the player with the Top Gear test track. Or introduce if you've never driven it or never saw Top Gear. Oh man, this is the Elise event. Is that intermediate? I thought that would be the advanced one. Participate in a special race on a special airfield based track, the Top Gear test track. The track itself is set on a runway and is therefore very wide, but also has twisting technical sections marked by tires and even crosses over itself halfway through. Who will emerge as the winner of this thrilling race on this unique and challenging track? If this is the one, I think this is the one, but although I do remember the race that I had was, I think, but I'm not sure, in a yellow Polar Elise. Not this one. So maybe that is the advanced event here. I don't know. Or it could also be this one that I just misremember. Alright, I will do it one or twice, and otherwise, if it's indeed the hard one, I will probably do it. I have to tweak. I want to test a few settings anyways with the emulator. And then I will also do this race in between episodes, and I will only keep the winning run in the recording of the winning run is the only one that I will keep, and that will then be immediately at the start of the next episodes. Honestly, I don't even remember it being a race. I thought it was a time trial or something. Not sure. Now this is probably it. God damn it, this one is going to be so crazy hard, this one. That's pretty annoying. I really have to disable that setting. I have too much slowdown. It is pretty cool how it's believable how you can over throttle the car and you spin out. Alright, I am going to probably, because I do expect this one is going to take a lot of tries. I will, this episode is already quite long, I think. Or at least over an hour. I will, in this episode here, will disable that one setting that I had enabled to what I mentioned at the start of the episode, to fix one missing texture. I'm gonna disable that again, because I do think it has quite some impact on performance. I'm not 100% sure, and also I will just test to see if there are any other missing textures, but I rarely see missing textures, so it's not really an issue anyways. I prefer to have more performance or less slowdown, especially in bigger races like this one, where you really need to have as much responsiveness of the car in the game as possible to meet the hard objectives. So I will be doing that in between episodes, and also will probably be driving this race in between episodes, and then each time I fail I will just stop the recording and restart it, press the stop start button of Shadowplay, and then only the win run is the recording that I will keep running, and that will be in the playthrough, and that will then just be the next episode. So if everything goes well, hopefully quite soon, I will be able to win that race, but it could also be that between now and the actual win run of this race, there could be hours in between if it's constantly failing, but yeah, hopefully I will be in a full next episode soon, so that there will not be too many discarded footages from failed attempts in between episodes regarding this race. I am rambling like a chicken without a head. Like a chicken without a head is running around aimlessly. I am rambling aimlessly. Hope you enjoyed this one. I hope to see you in the next. And for the meantime, never forget, you yourself as well, always do keep on gaming. Later.